Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Deacon continues to spiral as worry mounts. The bold and the beautiful preview for the upcoming episodes of the hit CBS soap focuses heavily on Deacon Sean Cannon and his quest to find answers. Friday's episode ended with Deacon reviewing Sheila's Kimberlin Brown emails. That's when a clue popped up. Before Sheila died, she talked to Deacon about meeting someone from her past. It wasn't heavily touched upon and seemingly slipped by without a second. However, Sugar Kimberlin Brown was mentioned as a person she corresponded with, and many of the young and the restless fans will remember who Sugar was. Coupling that exciting find with the body having 10 toes and Deacon seemingly losing his mind makes much more sense. Here's what to expect next week from Deacon on The Bold and the Beautiful. Just when viewers thought Lauren Fenmore Tracy E. Bregman headed back to Genoa City after her talks with Eric John McCook and Steffi Jacqueline McInnes would, it appears she circled back to discuss Sheila with Deacon. At Il Giardino, Lauren and Deacon come face to face. How she got there is unclear, but based on The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hinting that Steffi wants Deacon to stop with the Sheila nonsense, perhaps the Forrester heiress called in a favor. It is also perfectly timed as Deacon searches for who Sugar is and her connection to Sheila. Lauren was a huge part of that storyline on The Young and the Restless, so it truly is a full circle moment and the best use of history being brought back to the present. As Deacon continues to push his theory that Sheila wasn't the one who was cremated, everyone around him becomes worried. Hope Annika Noel becomes increasingly worried about her dad. She knows how much he loved Sheila and even showed her support when he wanted to hold the memorial for her at Il Giardino. She isn't the only one concerned, either. Finn Tanner Novlin and Steffi worry about him too. Steffi wants to move on with her life, especially since the murder of Sheila was closed and there was no wrongdoing on her part. As Hope, Steffi, Liam Scott Clifton, and Finn try to sort out what's happening with Deacon, they have an uphill battle. He is determined to find out who was in that box at the crematorium and why the body had 10 toes. Be sure to tune in to see how this all plays out and what Deacon will find when he searches for Sugar. In the glittering world of Los Angeles, where dreams and desires intertwine amidst the sprawling mansions and luxurious lifestyles, drama brews like a tempest in a teacup. And at the center of this whirlwind of passion, betrayal, and intrigue lies the iconic soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful. As the sun sets over the city of angels, the lives of its characters continue to unfold in a tumultuous dance of love and loss. At the heart of the latest episode's drama is none other than Deacon Sharp, a man whose tumultuous past has left a trail of heartache in its wake. Played by the charismatic Sean Cannon, Deacon is a man haunted by his demons, struggling to find redemption in a world that seems determined to keep him on the path of destruction. As the episode opens, we find Deacon standing on the edge of a precipice, both metaphorically and literally. His troubled gaze is fixed on the horizon, his thoughts a turbulent sea of regret and longing. The weight of his past sins hangs heavy on his shoulders, threatening to drag him down into the abyss of despair. Meanwhile, in the opulent halls of the Forrester mansion, worry mounts among the show's other characters as they watch Deacon's downward spiral with growing concern. Brooke Logan, played by the incomparable Catherine Kelly Lang, can't help but feel a pang of guilt at the sight of Deacon's turmoil. After all, she knows better than anyone the destructive power of love gone awry. Across town, Ridge Forrester, played by the dashing Torsten K., shares Brooke's concerns but struggles to hide his simmering anger towards Deacon. The two men have a long and tumultuous history, their rivalry fueled by a love triangle that has spanned decades. And as Deacon's troubles escalate, Ridge can't shake the feeling that this latest crisis is somehow connected to their shared past. Meanwhile, in a secluded corner of Los Angeles, Quinn Fuller, played by the enigmatic Rena Sofer, watches the drama unfold with a mixture of fascination and dread. Quinn has always had a soft spot for Deacon, despite his many flaws, and she can't help but feel a twinge of sympathy for him now. But she also knows that getting involved in Deacon's troubles could spell disaster for her own tenuous hold on happiness. As the episode progresses, the tension continues to mount, reaching a fever pitch as Deacon's demons come back to haunt him in the most unexpected of ways. Old enemies resurface, old wounds are reopened, and old secrets threaten to tear apart the fragile fabric of Deacon's world. But amidst the chaos and confusion, a glimmer of hope shines through. For in the darkest moments of the night, when all seems lost, it is often in our deepest despair that we find the strength to rise again. And as the final credits roll on another dramatic episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, one thing becomes abundantly clear: no matter how far we may fall, the human spirit is always capable of redemption. In the glitzy world of The Bold and the Beautiful, where glamour and drama intertwine like vines in a luxurious garden, every character harbors secrets, desires, and ambitions. But amidst the opulent facade of Los Angeles, one man finds himself caught in a whirlwind of uncertainty and desperation, threatening to unravel the delicate threads of his existence. Deacon Sharp, once a charismatic rogue whose presence could light up a room, now navigates the shadowy corridors of his own mind, haunted by the specter of his past transgressions. As the days bleed into nights and the weight of his mistakes presses down upon him like an invisible burden, Deacon finds solace in the bottom of a bottle, seeking refuge from the relentless march of time. The sun beats down mercilessly upon the sprawling cityscape, casting long shadows that stretch across the polished sidewalks of Beverly Hills. Deacon, his eyes heavy with exhaustion and his heart heavy with regret, stumbles through the streets, his footsteps echoing in the empty alleyways like a lamentation. Meanwhile, at the Forrester mansion, worry festers like a festering wound beneath the surface of tranquility. Brooke Logan, the matriarch of the illustrious Forrester family, paces the gilded halls with a furrowed brow, her mind consumed by thoughts of her ex-husband. She knows Deacon is spiraling out of control, lost in a sea of self-destructive tendencies, and she fears the repercussions of his downward spiral. In a secluded corner of the mansion's garden, Ridge Forrester, Brooke's steadfast partner, watches her with a mixture of concern and frustration. He knows that Deacon's presence in their lives is a constant source of tension, a reminder of past betrayals and shattered dreams. And yet, he can't shake the feeling that there's more to Deacon's unraveling than meets the eye. As the afternoon sun dips below the horizon, casting hues of gold and crimson across the sky, Deacon finds himself drawn to the edge of a cliff overlooking the glittering expanse of the Pacific Ocean. The waves crash against the rocks below, their relentless rhythm a soothing balm to his troubled soul. But even amidst the tranquil beauty of nature, Deacon can't escape the gnawing emptiness that gnaws at his insides like a ravenous beast. Back at the Forrester mansion, Brooke receives a phone call that sends a shiver down her spine. It's Hope, her daughter, frantic with worry over Deacon's disappearance. With a sinking heart, Brooke realizes that time is running out, and she must find Deacon before it's too late. Ridge, ever the voice of reason amidst the chaos, suggests reaching out to Quinn Fuller, Deacon's on-again, off-again paramour, in the hopes that she might have some insight into his whereabouts. Reluctantly, Brooke agrees, knowing that desperate times call for desperate measures. In a dimly lit apartment on the outskirts of the city, Quinn sits alone, her mind a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. She knows that Deacon is in trouble, but she's powerless to help him, trapped in a web of her own making. And yet, when the phone rings, she answers with a sense of resignation, knowing that fate has a way of twisting the threads of their lives together. With Quinn's reluctant assistance, Brooke and Ridge track down Deacon to the cliffside, where he stands on the brink of oblivion, his gaze fixed on the endless expanse of the ocean below. In that moment, time stands still, as Brooke reaches out to him with trembling hands, her voice cracking with emotion. "Deacon, please," she pleads, her eyes brimming with tears. "Don't do this. We love you. We need you." For a fleeting moment, Deacon wavers on the edge of the abyss, torn between the darkness that beckons him and the light that calls him home. And then, with a heavy sigh, he takes a step back from the precipice, his heart heavy but his spirit lighter than it's been in years. As the sun sets on another day in the world of the bold and the beautiful, Deacon Sharp takes his first tentative steps on the long road to redemption, knowing that the journey ahead will be fraught with challenges and obstacles. But with the love and support of those who hold him dear, he knows that anything is possible. And so, amidst the glitz and glamour of Los Angeles, where secrets lurk behind every corner and scandals wait to be unearthed, Deacon Sharp embarks on a new chapter in his tumultuous life, determined to leave behind the darkness of his past and embrace the promise of tomorrow. For in the end, it's not the mistakes we make that define us, but the courage we summon to rise above them and forge a brighter future.